Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I usually do these videos with Eric, my husband, but we are still in quarantine. Eric is considered an essential employee, so he is not here today to film with me. I'll be so glad when all this corona stuff is over with. It's just, I just pray every day. I was standing in the grocery store line the other day and I had on my mask and I coughed into my arm. Not to mention, I was wearing a mask, you guys, and I swear the lady behind me turned around and was about to spray me with her Lysol bottle. She was like, ugh. Like, lady, really? I'm wearing a mask and I coughed into my arm, but whatever. Today, I decided to make a video about 7 things that could kill a relationship. A lot of these tips that I have are tips that me and my husband kind of hit on a while back in some of our earlier videos. So if you guys want to check out a couple of those videos, you can. They go more in depth on some of the tips that I'm about to give you today. So the first thing that could kill a relationship, you guys, are lies. Now, it doesn't matter if it's a big lie or a small lie. A lie is a lie is a lie, okay? Because when you start lying in a relationship, it's going to be hard for that other person to trust you, okay? It doesn't matter if it's just a little white lie, just tell the truth. Because number one, if you can't be truthful around the other person, then it's probably not a relationship that you want to continue to stay in. You don't want to feel like, because what's going to happen is you're going to start lying, and then little lies are going to build up to bigger lies, and then you're going to find yourself in a whole snowball of just lies and a story that you made up with, and you're not going to be able to keep up with all your lies, okay? Your story is going to start to get crossed at some time or at some point of time. So just don't lie, okay? Just tell the truth. And it's going to make things worse if you lie. So just, tell the truth. The second tip would be finances, okay? I'm not saying on the first date with this person, say, hey, I got $50,000 in student loan debt. Can you handle that? Don't do that the first date. But I'm just trying to say, like, let that person know when finances come up. Don't be like, oh, yeah, no, I don't. All I got is student loans, and leave it at that. If you know you drowning in student loan debt or any other debt, put that out there on the table, because keeping it in the back and bringing it out when y'all are about to get engaged is not the best. It's not going to be the best scenario. You're going to open up a whole nother can of worms. So just be upfront and honest about finances, because that is a major thing that could kill a relationship and potentially a divorce. Okay, the third thing that would ruin a relationship is cheating. Y'all, if you're not ready for a relationship, if you feel like you still want to go out there and you still want to play the field, do that. Don't jump into something and you're not ready for it, okay? Cheating leads to a whole nother group of problems, because when you start cheating, that person's going to have issues to where they can't trust you. It's just, cheating is the worst thing, or infidelity is the worst thing to try to work through in a relationship. A lot of relationships, I'm not saying that all relationships don't bounce back from cheating, because they can, but a lot of relationships, it takes time, it takes effort. Just be loyal in a relationship, because cheating is something that's totally hard to bounce back from in a relationship. If you have financial issues, okay, you can go see an accountant or a financial coach or whatever. I don't know the technical term or the technical name, but finances can be worked with in a relationship. If you have a budgeting issue, that can be worked with in a relationship. Cheating, no, I don't know. Like, I'm not speaking from experience, because I don't have any experience with that, but just from past couples that I've known from in the past, it's very hard to come back from cheating. Like I said, I'm not saying that you can't, but that is a major killer in a relationship. The next tip, you guys, is traumas. And like I said, a lot of these tips I kind of hit on in a video a while back with my husband. But another killer of a relationship, another point of a relationship, is traumas. God forbid someone dies and you just kind of close yourself off from the other person. Please don't do that, because you need to be there for one another. You need to lean on one another in a time of trauma. Not necessarily trauma, even now, where people are getting sick and things just are not the best right now. Your significant other needs to know that they have you and that they can turn to you when things get worse. Not just when it's always rainbows and sunshine and things like that. You're all there, you're all good. You need to be there, and you need to be together and be strong as a couple during times of trauma. Share how you feel with the other person. You need to be there to talk it out with each other so that you can get through it and that you can move on. And please be understanding of whatever the issue is, whatever the person has a problem moving forward with. Don't just sweep it under the rug. Sit down and talk to each other about it. Make sure you don't have any distractions that's going to take your mind away from the task at hand. Sit down, work through whatever situation that it is, because traumas can be a major killer in a relationship. Okay, I laugh when I say this, and I don't know, I probably shouldn't. But another point, and I feel like nobody touches on this, is baby mamas, okay? Now, I'm not saying all baby mamas are bad or are gonna cause problems in a relationship, because you do have those baby mamas out there. They're as cool as hell. These are not the baby mamas I'm talking about in this case, okay? I'm talking about the baby mamas that don't want to see him happy because he's moving on, and that, whatever the case may be. Those kind of baby mamas, okay? If you're single and you meet someone and they already have kids, you need to figure out if that's a direction that you want to go in, because that's huge, especially if you don't have kids. I know when I first met Eric, when I met him, if he had kids, that would have been the end of the relationship for me. And I'm not trying to be vain when I say that, but when I met Eric, I was in like my freshman year of college. I was not ready to have kids. Like, I could barely take care of myself. I was still figuring myself out. So it wouldn't be right for me to jump in a relationship with him, and he has kids, and he has a baby mama. The thing is, if I was ready to get into that kind of relationship and I met him and his baby mama was just unruly, then I would have to say, look, either you go tell her, that you're in a relationship now and this is how it has to be. And that's another thing too. The man needs to stand up to the baby mama and let them know, hey, this is my girl now, you need to respect her. And if he's doing all that, if the man is standing up to you, to his baby mama, then, that's really, he's doing his part, so it's up to you to figure out if you want to continue the relationship or not. I'm not saying that all relationships that have baby mamas are gonna be troublesome. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying getting into a relationship with someone that has a baby mama and has kids already is something that you need to think about. Being in a relationship with somebody that has a baby mama that's gonna cause problems, okay? That can definitely be a relationship killer. And the last tip, you guys, is not having enough intimacy in the relationship, okay? I know that we're busy right now, and with everyday life, and you may have kids, and you may have 2, 3, 4 jobs that you're going to, but please take time to please take time to be intimate with your significant other, okay? That is very important in a relationship. Not having enough intimacy in a relationship can lead to cheating. And I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, well, you didn't give me enough intimacy, so cheating's okay. No, that's never okay. If a person is not giving you enough intimacy in a relationship, the number one thing you need to do is come to that person and communicate and say, hey, I know we've been busy, but we need to set up a date night, see if we can get somebody to watch the kids, so we can go and we can have fun and just have a night out for us. Okay, make sure that you have enough intimacy in the relationship, because, it's going to cause problems if you don't. They're going to start seeking that somewhere else. And trust me, there's always going to be somebody in there that's ready to jump in there when they see your husband or when they see your wife feeling down. They got that person at work that's just waiting, what's wrong with you? Then, of course, your husband or wife's going to say, oh, well, me and my husband or me and my wife aren't doing so good right now. And bam, there it is. So be open with that person. Have intimate relationship. Don't forget about that very important element in your relationship. That is all for the video today, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back. Please be sure to leave a comment down below of whatever video that you would like to see next. And be sure to like the video and subscribe. Till next time, you guys. Bye.